Good morning. Good morning. This is Pastor Curtis Johnson, and I am the now chairman of Pastors United for Action, which is a group of pastors that have come together for the purpose of helping to mobilize the community as well as bring information to the community regarding issues of relevance to churches, to pastors, and to the communities at large. And it's my honor and pleasure to be able to stand beside my friend and brother of many years, but he's not here with my friend and brother, Pastor. He's here because he is what we feel is PUA, Pastors United for Action, the most qualified and most prepared candidate to run for this office of South Carolina House District 25 seat. And we're proud as Pastors United for Action to stand behind and support his candidacy. Congratulations, brother.
Thank you, Pastor. I really, really appreciate that.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, we did several things along the way as Pastors United for Action because there are other candidates that I'm familiar with that I've worked with along the past few years, and we don't want to endorse anybody because all of them have incredible voices and incredible influence in the community. So we created a debate and created some other opportunities for each candidate to be heard and each candidate to take their position and present themselves before the community. And so the winner of that South Carolina Democratic nomination, Democratic nomination for seat District 25 is, of course, Wendell Jones. And just want to ask you real quickly, one, what made you run? Just throw that out there.
You know, that question comes up a lot. I couldn't act like I didn't see the things I saw. I couldn't act like I wasn't privy to the things I heard. And I felt the strong unction, and this isn't preacher talk, but it's just a Christian talk, I guess, is that I felt a strong unction from God.
Yeah.
That this was the time. I've been asked to run for a while. You and I talked about this.
Years and many years.
And I was like, no way, no how. But this time I couldn't do that. And I sought counsel with some people that I think a lot of, and I sought counsel with people that I was certain was going to tell me not to run.
Right.
And every last one of them told me, this is the time.
Go.
And the more I dug into it, the more I researched, I feel like I got some skills that I can bring to the table to help us in some situations. That could be my financial background, that's my negotiating skills. We've got to have negotiating skills because we outnumbered.
Absolutely.
So we got to figure out how we can convince Republicans that the things that we're suggesting for District 25 are things that are great for Greenville County at large. And so I'm hoping to bring that to the table. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell.
I mean, there's so many things that we could talk about this morning. I've known this brother for almost 30 years now, I guess. Close to.
A little longer.
Yeah, it's been at least 25
it's
plus
29.
years or so. Yeah, absolutely. And you know, he's a part of our ministry, etc. We're always we're gonna be brothers for life. Always have been. But again, I don't do what I do because of friendship or because of brotherhood. My heart has always been to look out for what is best for the community at large. And so, with that in mind, I also am aware of his credentials, of his experience, of his relationships in business, relationships across the state that can help make things happen. That's going to be good for our district as well as for our state as well, because he has an uncanny business acumen, very well trained in economics, banking, etc. And he brings a lot to the table in terms of what it takes to get things done. Sometimes you can't just go down there fussing. You got to go down there with a strategy. And you have a strategy, don't you, brother?
Absolutely.
Tell us about Commitment 25.
Commitment 25. I was smiling as you were describing what PUA stands for because, man, they sync up very much so. Because one of the things I want to mention, Pastor, is that the lion's share of the work that I want to see take place in District 25 doesn't even involve legislation. We're going to do legislation. We got to do that. But the lion's share of the work involves the community being a community. There's a lot of stuff that we can do on our own, which would then make it easier to get legislation passed. That's part of the strategy, as you mentioned, to show that the community is fully engaged. We got a whole bunch of leaders, not 1, 2, 3 leaders, but a collective of leaders that are working together. And when it comes to leadership, if you look at my plan, the church plays an incredible role in that.
Okay.
big role in that. One of the things I want to see the church do is really be out in the forefront, providing voice for the community, utilizing our facilities for training, being the depot for distributing information, because we got to keep our people in the know.
Right.
Again, we are perishing for a lack of knowledge, and there's a whole lot of stuff that goes on that we find out too late. One of the things I want to challenge myself to do is get the information to the people as quickly as possible, so that we can be at the table, our voices can be heard, and we can be part of the decision as opposed to reacting to decisions that have already been made. Because we're standing right here in front of the Terrace Shopping Center. There's a whole lot of decisions being made right now about this place.
Absolutely.
As Greenville County is trying to develop the gateway into Greenville. And as I moved about the community, a lot of people didn't know anything about it. That's not good.
Right.
Because it's going to impact Bellmead. And so our folks, our voices should be heard. And so that's something I want to do. The churches, there's a plan that I got out there that I call 3R. I smile because I've been sitting on it forever.
Shared it with us in years.
It's called Reclaim, Rebuild, Repeat. Reclaim ownership of the community. Let's rebuild it from a housing standpoint, because that's huge. Let's get the churches together. Let's form another nonprofit collectively, and let's begin to rebuild it ourselves. These dilapidated houses, these empty lots. We form a nonprofit, so we're not worried about making a whole lot of money. We're worried about housing people, giving people dignity in how they live.
Absolutely.
So I believe our churches could absolutely do that, but I also want to make our churches step to the forefront again to be the developers of our next leaders.
Okay.
We got to build a bench. We got to make sure that someone like myself doesn't die in office. I do not plan to die in office.
Right.
I do not plan to be there 20, 30 years.
Right.
I want to do my part, but we got to be building up young, moral, sound men and women that can come and take leadership. And so I can't wait to pull PUA in and all the other churches in, because I think we're going to surprise some folks and show how rich District 25 is with capacity, with skill set. And we know this is the district they're targeting for growth.
Yeah.
But we're going to show them that they need to come talk to us, because it's our home. So we're going to make sure that in the midst of all this growth that Greenville is experiencing, they're not going to forget about the people who built Greenville.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is why Pastors United for Action, it's not just me. There's about 20 to 25 additional pastors that are working together with Pastors United for Action. We work in collaboration with other ministerial groups, Baptist Ministers Fellowship of Greenville and vicinity, United Methodists, anybody. We're non-denominational. But we're looking for action. We're looking to do things. We are actually creating committees that will actually help address some of the gentrification opportunities, I would say opportunities in terms of educating our people and informing them of the things that are going on and the things that need to be done. So working together with such as Wendell Jones, I believe that there's a great future ahead for District 25, and we're going to be a part of that, and we're looking forward to working with him. So listen, we encourage everybody, you can early vote, you can vote now, you can go ahead and prepare to vote. Any information about voting that you want to share, the date is November 8th.
November 8th is the final day, but what's wonderful is that early voting is going on right now. And we have several locations that you can go by and find your place of most convenience to vote. Listen. When it comes to what we want in this city, in this county, one of the first things they would do is check to see how engaged we are with voting. If we don't show out and show up in numbers, then they can be incredibly dismissive about our complaints.
Absolutely.
You must vote.
You must vote.
Early voting started on October 24th. The last day to get it done will be November the 8th. Go ahead and get a jump start so you don't get caught in all those long lines. And go ahead and vote now. Vote now.
There's several locations where you can vote right now. I know Bethlehem Baptist Church in Simpsonville is one of those locations. I don't know them by heart, but you can find that. You can contact the Greenville County Elections Commission to get all the information about where you can vote now. Of course, you can vote there as well at County Square. But listen, we want to get you involved, get you engaged. We hope that you'll share this video, send it out all over our community. Let's get as close to 100% participation in voting as we can. And once again, I'm speaking not for myself, but on behalf of the 20 plus pastors that make up Pastors United for Action, as we proudly stand in support of Wendell Jones, as the South Carolina District 25 State House Representative. Congratulations to you, brother. We're proud of you. We're praying for you, man.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.